Dave Campbell's Texas Football here in College Station at the Lone Star Clinic. Here, the head coach of Houston Heights, Coach Stephen Dixon. Coach, how are you, my friend?
Oh, phenomenal. Glad to be back and in a little bit of sense of normalcy and seeing a lot of great friends and coaches here at the clinic.
So the last time we had you on our air, you were drawing the state of Texas.
Yeah, that was a pretty bad experiment.
I got to say, from a content perspective, I thought it was great.
Yeah, it was great, but not for me. I got ragged by everybody in the whole state about that drawing. Yeah.
Let's talk about your ball club. Last year, a 4-7 mark. You guys go get into the playoffs, things like that. I know that the standard that you're building there at Heights. I'm interested in how you assess what you guys were able to do in 2021.
It was a struggle. We were very young. Surprisingly, COVID hit us worse than it did when it first came out. And we were missing some guys during the season, and that hurt us pretty well. And we were pretty young. So got everybody coming back, got a very talented group coming back, got some phenomenal freshmen that's coming off a 10-0 season. It's probably about 8 or 9 Division I type kids in that class. So I think the future is really bright at Heights High School.
You mentioned how young you guys were last year. I'm interested, as the season went on, did you see the growth from those young guys that you wanted to see?
Yes, I did. Just saw the growth. A lot of mistakes got eliminated. And again, when you're playing for us, we're going to allow you to make mistakes and learn from them. And then I just saw the growth going towards the end of the season. I really feel like, South Oak Cliff gave me, as an inner city coach, they gave me a lot of hope because the narrative is, hey, you can't win in the inner city. And I think just watching those guys play and watching Austin LBJ, they gave me so much hope in my heart that, with the work ethic and putting the work in as coaches and players, it can be done.
It's really interesting you mentioned that because, we've talked with a number of other coaches who say that same thing, which is that seeing that it can be done is, for these coaches that, there it seems like everyone's rooting for them, to bring it home. Yeah. Do you get the sense that is that something you pass on to your kids and you say, guys, look at this, we can play at the highest level? Oh,
we talked about it when we started off season. They were pretty much our staple that we talked about, because a lot of inner city kids go through so much off the field. And the narrative is you can't, you got through so much going on. You don't have the resources. You don't have this. You don't have that. You're not going to be able to get it done. You don't have what Katy has. You don't have what North Shore has. You don't have what Duncanville has. You don't have what a lot of these other, Highland Park or a lot of these other schools that win the state championship. You don't have what they have. And I think that narrative is changed. And I think that, putting in work, coming to clinics like this, becoming a better coach, I think that narrative can change, no doubt.
Last week was realignment. Nothing changed, nothing doing there for you guys there, 18-6A. I'm interested in what all that was like, knowing full well you knew pretty much how things were going to shake out and kind of stayed the same.
Yeah, it stayed the same for us. I know it probably shake up for some other people, but stayed the same for us. Stayed the same for us when getting to the playoffs, we're going to face the same type of opponents that we played, coming into the first round, second round, coming out. I'm interested really in seeing in a couple of years probably how the thing is going to shake up, if there is going to be a 7A. I know a lot of people are talking about it. I'm interested to see how that is going to pan out a couple of years from now.
Okay, so then final question. We mentioned off the top that at coaching convention last year we had you draw the state of Texas. Do you have a request, what would you like to draw? What would you like for us to ask you to draw this time around? Is there something you would feel more comfortable drawing, knowing full well we'll be recording it and showing it to the entire state?
I don't know if I'm drawing anything today. No.
Appreciate
that would be enough. Thank you. Yes, sir.
Thanks so much for watching that video. If you would like more and to be notified when they come out, go ahead and click that subscribe button right down there. You can also watch Texas Football Today every day live at noon on TexasFootball.com, Facebook, Twitch, and right here on YouTube. For more of the best coverage of Texas football in the Lone Star State, go to TexasFootball.com/subscribe.